finding those folks who you trust, who you really know you value their opinion, that have shared overlap in experiences so that you can find the commonalities that are worth digging into. That's going to be the most valuable thing. I don't think it's a website anymore. There's no such thing as a website that will help you, especially in the really kind of crazy difficult world of starting a business. It really is about other people, and I think that'll only be more and more the case. My name is Kwong. I'm the founder of UrbanForm. We automate the process of acquiring zoning information for architects, developers, and now cities. We provide a platform that communicates zoning. It's a better way to see zoning. That's me.
What inspired you to work on this problem in the first place?
It was a work-based experience that led me to this. I am an architect. I worked in architecture offices for almost 20 years, and I saw this in my job. I saw this as one of the biggest issues to the quality of not just the building that I was working on as an architect, but to the quality of our cities as a whole. So I left professional practice a few years ago and started this company to do exactly that.
Shifting gears a little bit, I always find that startup founders are often the best peer mentors for other founders or people who might be thinking about starting their own thing. With that in mind, what's one piece of advice you would give to another startup founder?
Well, I'll tell you, and everybody will say this, it's harder than it appears. You need a little naivete to believe you can solve it. But I will also say that the way that the technology seems to be moving is that the technical moats that used to kind of apply seem to be going away or are kind of diminishing. And so what will differentiate founders and businesses, I think, going forward in the future are all those kind of other intangibles that are not written about as much. And those are like people-to-people skills. Those are relationships. Those are things like your ability to create distribution networks. So those are the things that, aren't as sexy, than just kind of like having an idea that can be technically implemented. But it seems to me that's the way things are headed. So this is all very new and nascent, so I can't claim expertise around this, but it seems to me like you need passion, you need expertise, and you need grit and diligence in a way that previously perhaps you could, bluff or luck your way into.
But as a startup founder trying to make your way in the world and in the world of AI, where things are changing minute to minute, if not second to second, do you have a particular resource or touchstone you find yourself coming back to again and again to help ground you as a founder going through this experience?
At this moment, there's nothing better than another human being that you trust, right? Because there's so much noise and there's so much advice out there, and that kind of bad advice or non-applicable advice is only going to increase, right? There's going to be more and more of it, and it's going to be harder and harder to sift through what is actually relevant and meaningful. So I think finding those folks who you trust, who you really know you value their opinion, that have shared overlap in experiences so that you can find the commonalities that are worth digging into. That's going to be the most valuable thing. I don't think it's a website anymore. There's no such thing as a website that will help you, especially in the really kind of crazy difficult world of starting a business. It really is about other people.
Kwong, you've been incredibly helpful with your insights and making time for us. How can we be most helpful to you right now?
I think this kind of reiterates what I just said. It's the people. It's showing up for each other. It's, amplifying each other's energy and experience. I think space is a really big thing. I'm an architect. Obviously, my work is about the built environment. And I actually think that space is one of the best. We forget about it. We think that the online can connect us, and that your account on one platform or another will connect you. But it doesn't serve as a substitute for real physical presence. And I think Pi was a testament to that, like just gathering folks in a space. I think there's, that until we actually become brains in vats, like that will not be, replaced. The physical proximity to each other. I think that is, that is one of the things that we can just kind of continue to leverage, especially in a small town like Portland. It's just like we have the ability to be close to each other, to work with each other, to be in a space together. I think that's kind of where a lot of the value lies. And, hats off to you, Rip, for kind of spearheading so much of this to begin with.
Thank you. Yeah, and fully agree. I often underestimate how much work the built environment itself does for people and communities, and providing space for those random connections and interactions. It's hugely valuable. Do you have a startup story to tell? I would love to hear from you.